Good morning. My name is Darren Dione Aquino. A lot of you know me from advocating for the last 25 years for disabled police, firemen, and veterans, and something interesting happened. I got 20,000 emails asking me to run for Congress in District 4 of Nassau County, covering 750,000 constituents. Tragically, only 350,000 came out of the vote last election. And for the past decade, the congressional leaders that we selected have not protected nor enhanced our rights or our freedoms, but sold us out. As an advocate, as a resident, as a citizen, I'm sick and tired of this. And after receiving 20,000 emails because of my popularity, I'd call it, as a national advocate for disabled police, firemen, and veterans, an advocate who's never lost a civil rights fight since I started back in 1983. I grew up disabled with polio and a club foot. Yeah, I was the kid at school that everyone made fun of with the big shoe. And you know what? That just motivated me and then gave me an opportunity to learn more. And I was dyslexic as well. Not knowing that, going to Catholic school, when you didn't get something right in Catholic school, they'd either hit you with the yardstick and put you in the corner, and they didn't really explore that there was inabilities, limitations. Mine was dyslexia. I had trouble processing information and representing it out. I couldn't articulate in order the information I was receiving. Anyway, these challenges, and then later, of course, later I became an actor in 2000, a union actor, SAG actor, made a lot of television appearances, worked on Law and Order Special Victims with some great people, one of the greatest shows I ever worked on, along with The Sopranos, and made a lot of friends, and opened a lot of doors for other disabled actors who couldn't, advance the opportunity of more work as a union actor, and it should be available because of they were portrayals of society, and in our society today, currently, we have 131 million disabled Americans nationwide, and a large number of those are veterans who served in all of our wars, and young ones coming home. Here's my problem. My problem is this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of picking a candidate, either Republican or Democrat. And I was both. I grew up a Democrat because I came from a poor family. Grew up in East Harlem and then moved all about the boroughs. It was a struggle. Became later a Reagan memo when I was 23 years old, able to vote for the second term, 22 years old. Because I couldn't vote for the first election because you had to be older. And I started my venture into politics, what it was about, what our country was about, because not being able to process information scholastically, I had no interest in our government's culture because I couldn't process it because no one told me in those early days that I had a disability, which is nationally known today, and we have an institute, thank God. But here's what I've learned. We are one nation founded under God. Liberty and justice for all. But it's not happening. Why is it not happening? It's not happening in our community due to the battle of the states where we separate and we get to run our state to the best advantage of its people. And here's what's going on. 760,000 constituents are all not participating in the election process, which is sad because if we don't all stand up and express our voice, then whatever befalls us from the people that are elected, then it's our own fault. Okay? Our freedom has been compromised. Terrorism is abroad, and job opportunity is limited because of the selling off piece by piece of our country. Americans, patriots, cannot get jobs because of immigration has not been reformed. There's a problem when we have lottos, these great lotto funds, hundreds of billions of dollars, and the leftover, when they pay out the prize, there are still billions not accounted for. We have schools in trouble, we have community breakdowns, and we got billions of dollars in other funds that don't benefit the community. That's a problem for me. It's a problem for me as a patriot. I'm 54 years old. I've dedicated my 25 years of my life to support other disabled Americans in achieving the things that they need to achieve. Quality of life, appropriate benefits, to get them through and to present that quality of life to them. And I've been successful at it. As you can see, it's Saturday morning, and I'm here still suffering effects from Sandy. I have a ceiling that hasn't been fixed. Insurance company tells me what they're going to give me versus what they're supposed to. Why is that? Because our congressional leaders sat back and took lobby money from these insurance companies. Imagine an insurance company that you pay your hard-earned money to, telling you what they're going to give you versus what your policy says. They want to negotiate you after you've already paid the premium. That's disgraceful. How do we allow that? I'll tell you how we allow it. We vote in candidates that sound good. We vote in candidates that say, I'll lower taxes. We need tax money. I don't know about lowering taxes if I make it, but I want to see where that tax money goes. I want to know where it's going and why it's not benefiting the community like it's supposed to. Why there are less programs for our seniors who are not benefiting. Why they're cutting Medicare and Medicaid, and our elderly and fragile are being compromised in their golden years. What's wrong with that picture? We're paying for this. And why are we allowing our elected officials, representatives, once they get into office, it's congressmen, it's representative. If I get elected and you choose me by signing my name, I'm going to do something different. And only because I got 20,000 emails. They sent me a picture telling me, we want you to run. They want me to run because I don't take no for an answer. When I walk into a local Social Security or a government office to fight for someone's rights, they look at me and go, uh-oh, here comes trouble. That's right. Trouble is on the rise when I come in. Because if you're depriving a citizen when you are in government office put in by we the people, and you're not serving me, then you're serving yourself, it's time for you to leave. When we have a judge who sits on a bench and deprives somebody their civil rights and their due process, it's time for Congress to now legislate a new power that says every 5 years we review your record of your ups and your downs and why there were downs and why there were callbacks. Because you didn't do your job. And if you didn't do your job, you'll be impeached by Congress on the federal level. I think that's one of the things we should do. Because if we don't have a protected judicial process, we don't got nowhere to hide. We don't got nowhere to take refuge. Because that's part of our process. The three bodies of government. I mean, we have the legislative power, the judicial power, right? And the executive power. If these powers are working for themselves, we're in trouble. Already our freedom has been compromised. On 9/11, we all came out. We went to churches. Those that didn't believe found their way to a place of spiritual refuge. And that's our freedom. And that's a wonderful thing. But we came together and united as a people. We need to unite as a people this November 4th. This November 4th, we got this candidate Blakeman coming out. I don't want catchy names or popular in community. I've served the nation of disabled, nationwide. Okay? I'm good at serving. It's what I do well. I taught myself the law because only I could comprehend and understand what it was that was my shortcoming in my learning disability. And I didn't find out until I was 22 years old. And I loved being a Democrat. I loved being a Republican. What I don't love is the change that the parties have taken. I've become an independent because this way my freedom is safeguarded for now, unless we have another legislative body come in and take away more of our freedoms. What do you want to do? Do you want your freedom restored? Do you want to see more jobs in our community of Nassau County? Do you want to see better programs for our elderly and fragile and the wisdom of this nation? What do you want to see? That choice is yours. On November 4th, I'm going to write, instead of putting out these petitions and raising all kinds of money, imagine, that's like paying for a job to be a congressman. I'm not here to pay. I stopped. Why did it stop? Oh, I'm not here to pay. I'm here to serve. I'm not buying a job. I'm being called upon to serve. Not at the pleasure of the president, at the trust of the people. We the people. Me being one of those people suffering still the effects from Sandy, my house not being fixed, is one of the many problems that we face. Our health care is truly in jeopardy because the number of disabled are rising. 131 million across the country. The more that grows, the greater the health problem becomes. We have been sold out. If I am elected and I go to Washington, make no mistake, I'm your representative. Congressman is a nice title, but I represent the 760,000 constituents from Nassau County, and we're here to claim what belongs to us. And make no mistake, I will not leave unless we get what belongs to us. I will not close a session that doesn't benefit us. We have misused our own power by giving it to untrustworthy candidates. We got candidates now that just got elected, like to a district attorney's office, who has been serving the people well as a district attorney. Now she would want to leave that office and go to a higher ground after she just got elected. That says something. That says what does she want? A pay grade increase? You leave a trusted spot that you're good at. She's not a legislator. She's an enforcer of the law. We want people out here who have suffered more, who know more, who can bring more. You know, the best ones to serve are the ones that have been compromised the most because they have the most knowledge. I've been compromised as a boy growing up disabled. And I've overcome all those things by God's grace and by perseverance, knowing that I still have an ability that I can contribute. And I did. And one of those was being an advocate for 25 years. Now, because of the overwhelming emails, I'm going to run for this office. I'm going to run for it because you've called me to run for it, 20,000 strong. It's a 760,000 district, and I hope you all come out. When you want to ask me a question, go to DARREN at gmail.com. Ask me a question. Ask me anything you want, but I'm going to change some things for our community. I'm going to have community outreaches every month to know what we need to bring to legislation. My office is going to be open. Do you know for the past 10 years, if you called Carol McCarthy's office, you couldn't get the congresswoman that you elected? How bad is that? Now that you're in office, you don't know me? You're too busy? Another thing, I will take a half of pay and put the first year half of my pay in to start a fund called the Community Fund for Emergencies and Tragedies that we will take other tax money from, that we will take lotto money from, that we can stipend families $5,000 or $10,000 in a tragedy, holding them up. Depending on FEMA, we got to wait out there. No, if we want to win and be successful as a community, we have to make the choices. That's why we elect people. And we've elected the wrong candidates. We've re-elected the wrong candidates. And I'm sick and tired of that. My family's struggling. Here's another problem. Mental health. The cutbacks in Medicare and Medicaid are creating problems in the street. A lot of people think it's about the gun. It's not about the weapon. We use weapons to fight wars. We have successful weapons, rapid-firing weapons that help us be victorious through many wars. Now they're no good. Now they're a problem. Those are the very items that brought peace to our communities. Okay? Yes, it's drastic. But you know what? If we strengthen the community by detailing and looking into every area, that's why we have congressional leaders. We don't just have one in Nassau County, one congressional leader, okay, who speaks for the people. We have many. So we got to do what's best for us. And if we don't get out there, if we get somebody coming out here just talking about taxes, taxes aren't our problem. They're our refuge. They're our own money going back to us, but it's not going back to us. And I want to know why. I want to know why. Don't you? If you want to know more about me, look around. You'll see my posters and things that people made. They sent me a proof of two. They took stuff of mine offline. If you want to Google me, Darren Dione Aquino, you'll see everything I've done in my acting career, which is not over. I'm not going to quit acting. You know, I love acting. It's a passion of mine. It's a freedom, a right. Okay? I won't be able to do it when I serve, and I wouldn't want to, because I can't do two things at once. But because we're struggling, because my family, my house is still unrepaired since Sandy, and then recent stuff that happened 8 weeks ago from the frost we had, and the insurance company's got to be fought with. Narragansett Bay? Narragansett Bay, if I get into Congress, I'm going to investigate all of these companies. I'm going to bring them right out there and see where they're scamming money. They won't be putting any lobby money in my pockets because I don't take bribes. I don't take money. Okay? I take pride in my love for this country and for my fellow man. So, let's get this right this time. Let's go out. On November 4th, I want you to write my name in. Darren Dione Aquino. The person I choose. 20,000 people said, we choose you. We the people choose Darren Dione Aquino. And if you choose me and you agree with me, or you want to hear some of my thoughts and my dissatisfaction with what's going on in the community, just reach out. You can get me. You can get me on ADA Advocates, www.adaadvocates@yahoo.com. ADAadvocates.com. If you want to email me there, use this email because it's a congressional question. But if you want to email me or find out about the organization, please do. We put stuff there for our disabled community. I'd show you the emails, but I can't because they came through that box, which serves the privacy and protection of the disabled community. But I can show you the email box where it says 20,000 emails. They want me to run. They know something I guess I don't. Or they know something that I know, but now decided to bring me forward and say, come on, run. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because you asked. I know that I'll be faithful in the job. I know that I won't take a back step. And everybody that knows me knows that I'm the pit bull of civil protection. And that's what we're losing, our civil protections. Everything else doesn't matter because it starts with our civil rights. If the civil protection constitutionally installed by our forefathers to protect us in this state have been compromised, that's why you're getting nothing else. Already your privacy has been compromised. Okay? I'm okay with the Patriot Act for criminals, but I'm not okay with somebody invading my privacy. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with an immigration problem that compromises the prosperity of a American citizen. I love to help other nations grow. It's what we're known for. You know, we share, we give, and lift up a brother. I'm okay with that, but not at the expense of a citizen who gave life to this country, a family member military member who gave life to this country, for their family member to not have a job, to be compromised in the pay wage. I'm not okay with that. We were attacked on 9/11 because our way of life was unacceptable. Our way of life is what led this country, this world. We're global. But we need to take back our self-respect in District 4. We need to be that voice. And make no mistake, when I go out, a lot of you who see me on Law and Order and Criminal Intent and Sopranos, but most of you who see me fighting civil rights cases, when I told off Judge Spat and told him this is my court and not your court, and he was serving my adversary, accommodating my adversary and not accommodating me. Look at the case. It's on the internet. He said I gave a new meaning to sue everybody. If you violate the rights of disabled Americans, which soon the country will be at 50%, then you'd better believe I'm coming after you if you're not giving fair and equal treatment. It's our right. It's our freedom. It's why we're patriots. So, it's nice seeing you guys. It's Saturday. I hope you all have a great Easter tomorrow. You know, I celebrate it as a Christian, an Italian American. This is a very big and holy holiday for me. And, you know, I just want to say this to our friends in the Jewish community. I will support Israel. Because from my growing up, you know, believing in Christ and celebrating this major global holiday, as we all know, the Holy Land is Jerusalem. And we acknowledge that. And if anyone tries to come against that in an attack or hurt it, we will, as I will, in my official capacity, if given to me, I will support, defend, and protect, because my Christianity comes under fire when they attack Israel as well. Remember, in the beginning he said he made them Jew and Gentile. Okay? And then many came from that. And it's okay to have other faiths and what you want to call God. It's okay. And we're good with that because it's a freedom. What he is to you. To me, he's Jesus Christ, Son of the living God. To the Jewish community, he is God. Just God. And that's okay. Because in the end, it's all just about God. And thank God we have this opportunity that I can bring you this message and let you know it's not about taxes. You're going to hear taxes, no tax, because it's a catchy phrase. I don't want catchy phrases. I want my rights restored. I want companies not to take advantage of us. Insurance companies who go and lobby for greater power and take away our power and compromise our lifestyle. So if you're with me, I'll see you November 4th. But there'll be more. I'll be out there. Look me up. God bless you, Nassau County, and the rest of you, United States of America. Bless you all. Have a great, healthy, blessed Easter Sunday. Whatever it means to you, be blessed in it. And Passover. God bless you all. Oop. Did I tell you? Grace? Come here, Grace. I want you to meet. Come here. Up here, Grace. This is my service dog, Grace. Say hi, Grace. Look in the camera. This is my service dog. I am a dog lover and a dog activist. And I protect our companions. Say hi, Grace. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, Grace.